I arrived in the country early 2010. I started here in September 2010, and I'd say that the major shift has gone from being traditional PR to we're more content managers these days. You know, we work across all platforms. Traditional PR is press releases and print and the odd event, depending on, you know, if you work with consumer brands or corporate brands. But these days we're multitasking across a whole lot of different platforms. Not across all clients, but I think where there's relevant. You know, we are very much guided by the desires and the needs of our clients. And some of them want to go down the route of PR and social only. Others want to have a one-stop shop where they get their advertising, their digital, their PR and social, etc., etc. And we can do all that. But we try and be quite nimble and receptive to the situation of the brands, whether it's a local brand, an international brand. And so we not only work across platforms, but we also work across the needs of global brands. You need to know your stuff. You need to be professional, which can be seen as quite obvious. But what is it to be a professional in the PR industry? It's to not just know how to write the perfect press release or put the perfect content calendar in place or produce the best video. It is also to be a subject matter expert. If you work in the petrochemical industry with a petrochemical client, you need to know what's going on, not just in South Africa or on the African continent, but across the world. So you can choose to be a specialist or a generalist or in terms of subject, or you can decide to focus on one discipline, as in social or in content, or so the range is very wide. One of the principles I live by is to be generous, is to share your knowledge, share your ideas, and not just think that the best ideas come from a so-called creative or a strategist, or anyone can have a great idea. So we try and promote a generous attitude towards, you know, all the people in the agency. You can see something when you drive to work or when you're in a taxi going to work that can create an idea in you share it with someone, that can spark something in someone else. And you know, this country is so diverse that I think there's so much opportunity to use that diversity in terms of age or ethnicity or gender or whatever it might be, that see it as an asset. Don't look for what separates us, rather look at what unites us. And creativity is one of those things that, and knowledge as well, it just grows when you share it. The more you know, and I've been doing this for 25 years or so, is that if you think you know it all, or if you think you know a lot, and you are here to teach people, you will never get the insights from someone that might not come across as being an expert, but might have amazing knowledge and experience from an area where you have never been or will never go. And if you have a humble attitude or approach to other people, you can just learn amazing things, and you know, you get to work with a lot of interesting people. We live in an environment where we're always on. We're always online, we're always on our phones. We're also expected in the PR industry to always be available. And it is key, but you also need to manage it, because I still want to be married at the end of this year. I still want my husband to recognize me when I come home, so I don't want to work all the time. I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe in work-life integration, because sometimes it's only work, and sometimes it's only life, or whatever you call the other thing that we do. But it's important that you decide how you want to handle your availability and your work when you start out in this career, because it can consume you, and it can destroy your personal relationships, and they all need to be nurtured. So the being available is not an option. You have to be available when a client or a colleague or your boss needs you, but you have to handle it with care and be careful on what you see your ideal world or life looks like.